All right, and we should be live. Anyway, how you doing, Rich?
Good. What's going on, Ramiro? What's up, YouTube? Which episode is this?
7.
7? Still going.
Yeah. We'll be in the single digits for a while. I mean, if we're only recording one episode a week, it'll take us 10 weeks to get to 10 episodes.
That's
hey,
good math. That's good. That's great math. There you go.
Hey, man, I only had to repeat kindergarten twice, but I got through it.
Yeah.
When I was in kindergarten, I refused to do my homework. I would always tell my parents that my homework was already done. So one day my grandpa came to pick me up, and the teacher, she knew how to speak Spanish because our class, it was like a special ESL class where it was like mixed English and Spanish speakers, and then it was also kindergarten and first grade combined.
Mm-hmm.
So one day my grandpa came to pick me up, and he would wait for me at the front of the school, and then I would just walk from my class to the front of the school, which is really funny because now teachers kind of do that for you. They would just let us out of class, and we would just go.
Damn. The only thing I remember from kindergarten, dude, is like nap time, drinking out of juice boxes, and they brought a pony in for like horse day one time.
See, like, the only thing I remember in class doing is like coloring and going over numbers and letters. But the reason why I remember this is because I got in so much trouble for it. This time, instead of my grandpa waiting at the front of the school, he came up to where the classroom was, and he met my teacher. And then my teacher told him, "Hey, Ramiro hasn't been like turning in any of his homework all year long. Is everything okay?" Something around those lines. And then I remember my grandpa just looked at me like really pissed off. And then we got home, and they just started hitting me, like smacking me up. And then, but I remember, I think my mom had a conversation with the teacher, and then the teacher said basically that I missed so much homework through the school year that even if I were to do it, I'd have to repeat the class again. So yeah, I had to repeat the class again with the same teacher too.
Damn.
Yeah. So definitely repeated kindergarten, which was, it's just one of those things where I was just like, God, man, I was stupid.
I don't even remember having homework in kindergarten, but I definitely had to repeat 3rd grade because I transferred from public school to private school, and my birthday was after the cutoff date for going to the next grade.
Dude, right now with the COVID stuff, since I babysit my sister's kids all the time, they're not too. I think they passed everybody on to the next grade, even though they literally missed half their school year.
Oh, yeah. Some of them do. I know my mom, she works for the school system, and there's certain people that they kind of had held back. I won't give out all the secrets of what the kids should do, but
yeah. It was that dumb kid who kept putting gum under the desk.
I won't say.
Dude, I hated that kid so goddamn much. You know how many times I'd reach under my desk and there was just gum down there?
Yeah, I stopped doing that
You shouldn't have done it. You should never have done it to begin with.
Yeah, private school was fine, but public school, hell no. It was not the move.
But yeah, how's your week so far?
Oh man, just been working, delivering food to the good people of DC, Maryland, Virginia. I streamed a little bit. I got super drunk and played DOA. You came in there for a second. We were having some fun.
Dude, you stayed up till like 4 a.m. It was 5. I don't know. It was late.
I was wilding out, but that was a lot of fun. And then,
dude, I totally beat you too.
You did.
I beat you twice.
You did beat me. I was like, what the hell? I picked Christy too. I was like, hey, I got this guy. He fucking got me.
Yeah, going up against Christy's so hard because she does a lot of mix-ups.
Yeah, she's fast, man. It's hard to catch on to her tricks. So that, and what else did I do? Paid some bills, got back into the gym, so I'm working out a little bit, which is nice.
Dude, I started working out too.
Hell yeah. You know, gotta look good for the camera.
Yeah, in the morning, I'm not running because I think I don't like the idea of running with a mask on. But I'm at least walking. So I'll go for like a 40-minute walk. I'll just put on a podcast and be like, all right, I'll just come back, and then when I come back, we have some light weights in the backyard, and I just do that.
Yeah,
I do that for like 30 or 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's a good feeling. It's good to be active.
Yeah, I used to actually do when I was at the end of high school and a little bit of college. I was actually doing a very little bit of bodybuilding.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
The most I was ever able to bench press was like 325.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think squat was around 400, a little bit over 400, but
yeah,
I was deep in those weights.
I'm trying to build some more body mass because I'm a small, skinny dude, but I'm like 5'10", so I'm tall, but I got to fill out a little bit more.
You have to gaining weight is so hard because you have to eat a lot, but at the same time you also have to work out a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then for losing weight, for example, you just have to eat less and work out more. But to gain weight, you have to work out more so the weight is healthy weight. And then at the same time, you also have to eat even more to overcompensate for the calories you're burning.
Yeah, which is what I do. I have to like eat a lot, which is good because we work at the kitchen, so the cook's always just like, "Hey, take this. We got extra of this," and I'm like, "All right, cool. Let me eat that. Go on these runs. Come back, eat some more. Go on some more runs. Eat some more. Come home, eat again." It's like, damn.
At least you got like cool cooks. I've worked at a couple different restaurants, and almost every single one I worked at, I had like shitty cooks. Just cooks that would just get upset at me for the dumbest shit.
No, I mean they kind of butt heads sometimes. There's like three main cooks.
Cooks always butt heads.
One of them, he's so like just snappy. He's very sassy, and I'm like, how are you this old and this sassy? He's a great guy, but I'm like, bruh, you always got something to say.
The best way to deal with like those kind of people, if they ever start giving you a hard time, or if you want to like be preemptive about it, every now and then before you go into work, just buy them like a soda or a Monster Energy drink or just something that shows your appreciation for them.
No, I feel like every time it's just like a ploy to get attention. So I'm just kind of like, whatever. I don't really give it any mind. And dude, like the last time he said something to me, it was like, "Oh yeah, the boss said you were supposed to take that trash out 20 minutes ago. You better go up and talk to him." I'm like, what? I'm like, why would he be mad? I'm like, he's my friend. So I go upstairs. I'm like, "Hey, you ready for me to go on this run?" He's like, yeah. Take this food, head out, do your thing. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I went downstairs. I'm like, man, you always try to start shit. I was like, you didn't say anything about the trash. I'm out of here.
That's funny. Now the cooks I worked with when I worked at a pizzeria, they were upset that like I wasn't like Hispanic enough.
Ooh,
which was really.
They tried to take your Hispanic card.
It was funny sometimes, but then sometimes it got annoying. I really pissed them off one time though, because half the cooks were from Guatemala, the other half were from Mexico, and so the ones they're telling me about Guatemala, and I remember one time I was like, "Oh, that's not even a real country." And they're like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, no, that's like some old Mexican folktale. People are still looking for it to this day. They don't even know if it exists or not." So if you go to the border of Mexico, there's just a whole bunch of drunk people that say they're from Guatemala. You can't even tell if their story's correct. Yeah, and I remember they got super.
Oh damn!
The Mexican ones, they were laughing their ass off, but the Guatemalan ones, they were so goddamn pissed. I remember one of them came at me with like the pizza, the thing they used to put the pizza in,
the slider thing.
Yeah. He came up to me it was like right after someone placed an order. He's like, "Hey, look, say one more thing, I'm gonna put you in."
Oh, I thought he was gonna like bop you with it.
I thought he was stupid, but man, it was funny sometimes, but it was more annoying than it was funny. I do not miss working there. That's for sure.
Yeah, from what I hear about pizza places, nobody misses working there. But how was your week so far?
My week was pretty good. I was actually pretty busy. We didn't record an episode last week. That was my fault. That was because we were out of internet, but we have internet again.
Hell yeah. But you made a great Lei Fang video, so.
Yeah, that was really cool. I went to my aunt's house to upload it at like 8 o'clock at night because I was just like, oh man, this is gonna be a 4K video, and this is gonna take like. So whenever you upload a video, it says like it has to process. It says like I don't know how long it takes to process. I don't know how often you upload videos, but like it might take like 30, 20 minutes to process.
Yeah.
And then once it's uploaded, then you can actually see it. If you want to watch a 4K video at like real 4K resolution, that processing thing, it takes like 6 hours sometimes.
Dang. Because I know the HD takes a while. Like the standard is good, but the HD takes a while. Yeah.
The Marie Rose one, that one took like 7 hours. This Lei Fang one took like 6 or 5 hours.
Damn, what was that conversation like when you pulled up to your aunt's house and you were like, "Hey, can I use your Wi-Fi?"
No, that's exactly what it was. I was like, "Hey, I need to use your internet," and so did that. And while doing that, I watched the. Did you ever see the Fire Festival documentary?
Yes, I love it. It's one of my favorite documentaries.
Dude, the one with Ja Rule.
Yeah, like have you seen Internet Historian's video on it?
No, I'll check it out. I'll put it on watch later.
Stuff. Italian hands, classic stuff.
This is how Italians say classic stuff.
Exactly.
No, so we're watching that. I've watched it before when it first came out. I was showing it to one of my cousins, and dude, he was having a blast. He was like, man, this is why they fucking hate Ja Rule. This is why he never got famous after. My favorite part,
so good,
is like towards the end, and they're having a meeting about how the festival backfired. The app is in hot water. They don't know what to do with the app. Then they're facing possible class action lawsuits, and they're like, well, yeah. Ja Rule's like, hey guys, relax. Nobody starved. Nobody died. Nobody's missing any limbs. As far as mistakes go, we're pretty okay.
Oh yeah.
And then I think one of the staff members says, yeah, but we lied to a lot of people. And he's like, I wouldn't call it lying. I would call it more like false advertisement.
Dog, I remember I was at working overnight at a hotel. We watched the commercial for the Fire Festival. It was the greatest thing I've ever seen. All you see is just like Playboy models, like Sports Illustrated models. They're petting like pigs, riding jet skis on yachts. I'm like, this is so fake. There's no way this would ever happen. It's just the perfect storm of just shit just going completely
It really
wrong.
was the perfect storm. Yeah, it's one of those things where I was just like, I remember the first time watching it, I was like, because I didn't know anything about the Fire Festival. I just, I was zoned out of that whole side of the internet. So I remember the picture of the sandwich that came out about, the 4-class food or whatever, the gourmet sandwich.
The cheese sandwich.
It was just cheese sandwiches.
Yeah. Oh my god, the cheese sandwich.
And so I remember watching that and then going like, oh, that sucks. These people paid for this much just to go to this island, and then the thing got canceled, and then they show the cheese sandwich picture. And that was it for me. That was just like, oh man, that's funny. I would hate to be in that position. Then I saw a documentary, I was like, oh, these people got fucking screwed.
Yeah. I only heard about it because I think I saw an article that said people were paying like $10,000 for tickets to stay. And I'm like, what is this festival thing? And then I saw the lineup and I'm like, this is unreal. It's like Blink-182, Lil Yachty, Lil Wayne, all these big stars, Migos. I'm like, they're not staying at this place for like 2 weekends in a row. I'm like, get out of here. So I was definitely skeptical reading it.
But it's a good documentary. If you guys haven't checked it out, go check it out. But yeah, so since the internet's been back up, I forgot that my PS4 wasn't my primary PS4, so I actually wasn't even able to play most of my games on it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's because if your PS4 isn't the primary PS4, then it has to check up on the internet every couple of hours. And yeah, I remember going like, oh, I'll just play Bug Fables, and then just like, nope, can't do that.
Yikes.
The only game I could really play was like DOA 6, and then I have a hard copy of Overwatch and can't even play that because no internet.
Jeez. Feels bad.
But anyways, That was cool. So far, I'm still going pretty hard on Bug Fables. I like it a lot. I'll talk more about it when I finish it.
Yeah.
Um, I was also I'm recording another video for Mila and DOA. I was trying to learn how to do deep fake for it, but that's actually kind of hard, and I don't know what I'm doing.
Most people here.
I downloaded the software for it, but you have to train the AI, and I don't really fully understand it. So I was just like, I'll come back to this maybe in half a year or something.
Okay.
It's very complicated software.
I would imagine.
And then the other thing too is that I played Fall Guys.
Yeah, very popular game now.
Have you played it?
Nope, I have downloaded it. Have not played it yet.
Dude, that is a very fun game to play.
Yeah, it looks like Mario Party, but without the button mashing.
That's like one of those games where you get with people on like a Discord or the PlayStation chat, and you get yourself a couple of drinks, and you guys just spend the night away just bullshitting and playing that dumbass game.
Yeah, it sounds like me on Dead by Daylight, but yeah, I'd give it a try.
Yeah, it's like one of those games where you just kind of spend the game bullshitting with friends. It's a lot of fun. I recommend checking it out, or even like streaming it if you want to.
Hell yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I hate Mario Party. I cried one time in Mario Party because I was really pissed off. I beat all my friends in all the mini games, and somehow I still lost because they had all those like participation stars at the end. And I'm like, this is some bullshit. I was so mad. I think it was in like 5th grade, and I cried because I lost. That's
funny. There was a tweet that reminds me of a dude retweeted it, and he was trying to explain the Electoral College to his son. And he was trying to say how even if you get the most popular vote, you still lose because of the electoral votes. And then the kid responded with like, "Oh, so it's like a Mario Party victory."
That actually fits.
And I was like, yeah. I was thinking about it for a while. I was like, oh yeah, I guess you could get good in the games where you don't get enough of those stars then.
Yeah, imagine getting 2 stars just because you landed on the red circle like 50 times, and Toad was like, oh well, you suck, so here's 2 participation stars. I win.
I will say though, I did not appreciate Mario Party until I became an adult, and then I actually wanted to. It was one of those games where I wanted to get a Nintendo system. That way, if I ever invited anyone to my apartment, we could just drink and play that game. But I totally didn't appreciate that game until like I was an adult.
I still fucking hate that game for making me cry.
It's honest. It's still one of those games I want to go back and play. Like I would like to get a Nintendo Switch just so I could play that either online with people or just. It's like I would like to make videos on that game just for fun. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Just I would be the one salty guy who would literally be like, "Dog, I won all the freaking mini games and I lost the game. I'm quitting and I'm pissed." I would be that guy, 100%.
But yeah, check out Fall Guys. It's cool. It's like Mario Party, but without the board stuff. You could probably get through the whole game in like 4 hours, or at least see everything it offers. But yeah, that was definitely my week. You know what I did do today though? Right before this podcast started.
What?
Like 10 minutes before you messaged me, I did go back and I started Overwatch back up.
Yeah, fun times.
So they added. I was not happy when they added the split role selection. Do you remember that?
Yeah, role queues.
Yeah, I fucking hated that.
Yeah, it's kind of whack.
So do you know what they did with one of the newer updates?
No.
Now, not only can you role queue, but you can also do the old school queue where everyone can choose whoever they want.
Hell yeah.
So it's the best of both worlds. For me, it's like, oh, if you really want your rank to go up, probably go with the role queue. But if you just want to rank up with friends and you guys want to like really strategize between who's good at what and who's doing what, and you constantly want to counter pick, then go with the classic queue.
Yeah, do you get competitive for both options though?
Yeah, it's competitive ranked.
Ooh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah, so I was just like, oh, this is dope. I was like, I might stream it again because I haven't played in a while. But yeah, I just tried that out for like an hour today, literally right before the stream.
Nice.
And it's It's still fun. That Echo character, I don't fully understand her, but other than that, it's still a fun game.
She
I like it a lot.
melted me. I played last week with a friend for a little while. She's a new streamer, and I was playing with her, and that character Echo melted me. I didn't even know what happened.
Oh, what's her Twitch channel? We'll check her out.
Jeez, I forgot it.
Shout out to I forgot.
But I'll find it. It's something
MVP out there.
Super Cupcake Girl. Either way, she's cool.
All right, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, the part I miss the most about Overwatch is my favorite thing to do, and I would do it when I wasn't streaming or when I was streaming, is I would just get on the mic in comp mode and just start bullshitting with everybody. I love doing that shit.
Yeah, it's fun.
Or sometimes just troll around, but like bullshitting on the mic, especially in rank mode, is one of my favorite things to do. I don't do that as much when I'm streaming though, because when I'm streaming, you'll get someone that goes like, "Oh, you're streaming, get off the stream and play the game." I was like, chill, man, just chill.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm not even gonna talk about those times we have when people started popping off and we just popped off right back. I know I did.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so funny though. That's still that game. If you go into that game within like 5 matches, you'll find somebody that's just toxic.
Yeah.
And every single time, I'm just like, this is why people don't come back to this game. I don't understand why Overwatch is unnecessarily toxic. It's the only game I know that has remained toxic for like 3 years.
Yeah, and it amazes me because like it's always the same shit. Someone just blaming someone else when you yourself are not like the god at this game. Like you're not fucking Siegel on Genji at the World fucking Pro Tour. You're Joe Schmo in your fucking bedroom just playing with a bunch of dickheads online. Like it's not that deep.
Yeah, and that's one thing I like about fighting games a lot is that you can't really blame anybody else. Either the person's better than you, or you're just not good enough.
Yeah.
Or a combination of both.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of it.
Yep, you just gotta hold that L.
Yeah, occasionally, there might be a huge differential between the actual tiers of characters. Like, I don't know, like if you pick a ridiculously low tier character versus a very high tier character. But that's, even then, it's, if the person's better than you, they can probably beat you with that same character.
Yeah. Yep. So you ready to get into some real stuff?
Yeah. Let's go. Let's get into the news.
Yeah. So the first one we got is NVIDIA made an announcement, a teaser announcement, the announcement for an announcement on August 31st. Rumor is they're supposed to debut the new GeForce 3000 series.
At least it's not like, did you see what Star Citizen did?
No.
Wait, do you know what Star Citizen is?
Yeah, isn't that a game?
It's the most expensive crowdfunded game in the history of ever in the world. The reason why it reminded me of it, because you said an announcement for an announcement. Star Citizen put out a roadmap to their roadmap.
Okay.
It's a crowdfunding game. It's like
isn't it
over $300 million people have donated. It's insane.
Yeah, isn't it like a MOBA or something, I think?
It's a super open world, open space, open colony kind of space game. I legit don't know how to describe this game. It's been in development for like over 8 or 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of people have spent a lot of money on it, and they're very angry that they have spent money on it.
I would be.
It has yeah. Oh my gosh. In 2014 it had the sum of $39 million. That was 2014. In 2017 it was 150. I think right now it's over 300 million.
Oh my god. You poor gamers.
Yeah, that's one of those games where I don't even like talking about it that much because, one, I don't know if it's going to come out, and two, if it does come out, people are going to be pissed because there's people that have donated over $2,000 to this game.
This sounds like, what is it, No Man's Sky, but to the next power.
Yeah, because No Man's Sky, they let they got a marketing budget from Sony, and they got a little bit of a financial push from Sony, and it kind of got the messaging got a little bit out of their control.
Yeah.
And because they weren't managing the messaging correctly, people's expectations for the game started kind of going all over the place.
Yeah, they were this high when the game was like this. But now I hear it's very good. So
yeah, I hear it's very good. With Star Citizen, they put out a roadmap to the roadmap, which it just reminded me of the announcement for an announcement kind of thing. And it's just like, yeah, I'm just like, Jesus Christ. So what did they say anything else about these NVIDIA cards?
No, that's just a rumor, but you know, they put out the little teaser on Twitter, so people are speculating. And I was just talking about this with Karu because I was like, man, I already need to upgrade my graphics card so I can play some better games, because you know, running with the 1650, even when I play like DOA 6, when I play online, the graphics don't look very good.
But DOA is so poorly optimized. DOA is so poorly optimized.
Yeah, but at least the graphics look better on my PlayStation than they do on my PC, which says something.
Which means it's poorly optimized.
I guess, yeah.
Like if it's running on 2014 hardware, 2013 hardware, better than 2016 hardware, that means it's just not optimized correctly.
It looks good when I see people play it on PC.
Yeah, because I was running it on my old laptop, which is the laptop Kyra has now, and I'm just like, man, I can literally only run this game at like medium or low settings, even though I should be able to run this at high settings, because on that laptop, like if I wasn't using it for streaming, I would be able to run Apex Legends at high settings.
Yeah.
And I was always like, why can't I run DOA at high settings? Like the whole thing just comes apart.
Yeah, I have to run freaking Dead by Daylight on low settings, especially if I stream it. Sucks.
So you're gonna look into getting you're upgrading capture cards in the future then?
Yeah, I want a new graphics card. I don't know how much else stuff I'll need to upgrade, but I'll look into it. I know PCs are pretty expensive and it's like a bottomless money pit, but it seems fun. I'm kind of excited to jump in and start modding things more.
I mean, it's not that bad. I prefer a laptop just because I like being mobile, but I like mobility.
See,
that's just my thing. I prefer mobility.
If it was me, I would have both because I'm that kind of person.
Yeah. See, if it was me, if I had enough money, I would definitely get two as well. Because this laptop has a 2070 graphics card.
Nice. I was looking into the 2070, the super version.
And it's good. I like it a lot, but it's I don't really use it for gaming. I use it more for like 4K editing. That's kind of my thing. Yeah, this one's a 2070 Super.
Mm-hmm. Sweet.
It's cool. I like it, but I don't like. I've played Apex on my computer like 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely like it more for editing than anything else.
All right, that's sweet.
But the NVIDIA cards, that would be really cool because from an editing point of view, like this could make rendering a lot better, a lot faster.
Yeah, I wonder what they're going to be able to do with these cards, because the whole point of me getting them, it would be like to future-proof myself, for a good amount of years.
Yeah, well, NVIDIA does the AI for a lot of these self-driving cars.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they graphics card they have contracts with big car manufacturers. They do the AI for them.
Ah, because I know their stock was going up crazy like a couple years ago. They were big shit back then.
Yeah, that was when they launched the new these new graphic cards that are good for playing games and then also streaming content creation like music or Photoshop or editing, whatever you kind of want to do.
Yeah, good stuff, NVIDIA. Well, we'll see August 31st. That's the date. We'll see what comes out of it.
Yeah, the funny thing though is that my old laptop and this laptop, it has a Thunderbolt port, which looks a lot like the USB Type-C, which if you have an Android phone they probably bought within the last 2 years, that's the charging cable for it. But it doesn't operate the same way. Thunderbolt is for passing data at a much higher rate than USB can.
Yeah.
Like 5 times faster. It's actually insane.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you know what you can do with the Thunderbolt port that a lot of people don't know?
No.
You can get an internal capture card, put it in an external chassis, plug that into the wall, and then plug the graphics card into your computer through the Thunderbolt port. And effectively, you can have a second capture card literally right outside of your laptop.
What?
I don't know what the benefit of it is, but like if someone's really hardcore into it, the option's there, which is why I like Thunderbolt ports.
Okay.
It's just one of those things that, and the other good thing for it though is that since it has its own power supply, it's not taking power away from your computer. The only bad thing about it though is that if your whatever your monitor is, if it doesn't have like 140 hertz refresh rate or if it doesn't have ray tracing, then you can't take advantage of those features. But if all you want is better graphics and better performance, that is kind of cool that with these modern laptops, as long as you get a Thunderbolt port, you have an option of theoretically upgrading if you want to.
Nice.
But it's also just very weird. It's one of those things that's just, it's cool. I like that the feature's there. It's just very weird. You know what it reminds me of? Did you know that the PlayStation 3 could play super audio CDs?
What the hell is a super audio CD?
It's like super high definition music. It's like, how many megabytes is a song for you? Like, I don't know, average. Just throw out a number.
It was like 32, something like that?
No, it's like less than 7.
I don't know.
Maybe close to 10 if you do like high resolution. Super audio CDs, like songs, would be like over 100 megabytes.
So it's just a really good quality song.
Yeah, but the technology didn't take off, and then Sony removed it off the newer versions of the PS3, and computers aren't made with CD players anymore.
No.
Your PS4, it can't even read regular CDs.
No, the PS2 used to.
And the PS3, but if you put in a regular music CD into your PS4, nada.
Oh, well. That's fine. I mean, no one uses CDs anymore.
Yeah, but it annoys me when you get like a collector's edition of like FF7 or Xenoblade, and it comes with the fucking soundtrack, and then you literally get it, and you're just like, oh, I don't have a CD player.
Yeah.
And you're just like, you can get a USB CD player, or it would have also been really cool if the PS4 could at least let you rip the songs so you can move it to your computer.
I guess.
It's a first world problem. It's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next thing?
Oh, the Xbox Series S leak. Cause someone posted the packaging on the. Oh wait, no, it's the Amazon one.
Oh no, yeah, that's just some. No, that's you added that.
Yeah, it's just Amazon rebranded Twitch Prime as Prime Gaming, which this is cool. It's a good name, makes sense. I did try the Prime Gaming app for like playing. What was I playing on that shit? King of Fighters 2002, a bunch of the King of Fighters game. It's trash though, because you can't remap your buttons. I don't think there's any support for controllers, so it's not the best. You might want to just stick with Steam.
I mean, this just makes me think that Amazon, in one way or another, is going to try and release some kind of console substitute.
Yeah, they probably have their own version of Steam. They already kind of do, but it's not very good. They need to work on that.
See, Steam or Stadia or a combination of both or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool that Prime Gaming, they're basically, it's whatever it is, it's going to work basically alongside Prime Video and Prime Music.
Yeah, which is great because they can give us a bunch of free games and stuff, which is very cool, and it works alongside with Twitch. But you guys need controller support now.
I don't know if they're going to give you that, man.
Then I'm not going to be on that.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to give you that.
Yeah, what do I look like playing fighting games on a keyboard and mouse? Like, King of Fighters. Come on.
Some people play fighting games on keyboard and mouse, though, don't they?
Yeah, some people can. I don't.
Yeah, that's weird. I can't do anything outside of controller. Like, I get anxiety if I ever have to play a game on a keyboard because it's like I'm dyslexic and it seriously fucks me up.
It's hard getting used to it when you held a controller or like a arcade stick, because now people have hitboxes, which is kind of like a keyboard sort of. But yeah.
Like I get fucked up like when I'm looking at doing combos like on a DOA screen. On DOA, I displace the combos.
Yeah.
Like I get it fucks my brain up if I'm looking at it for too long, because then I get confused on where the buttons are, and it ends up not being a natural movement.
Yeah.
Like if it's one of those things where if I can just do it organically, I can do it fine without ever looking at that thing. But the moment I have to start looking at P plus K, forward this, forward that, or even just the notation of it, like it really like it makes it harder.
Yeah. Like on Dead by Daylight, I can play Killer just fine. Keyboard and mouse, it feels pretty natural. But when I get on Survivor and it's like third person view, it's weird. I don't play as good as I do on console.
But yeah, Twitch Prime. I don't. Before Mixer died, Xbox Live Gold, like the last couple of months before Mixer died, they made it so that whenever you did your subscription, you would also be able to subscribe to a Mixer channel for free, which was cool.
That's very good.
Which was something that Amazon was doing. But I don't know what else this is going to add to Twitch, because they also released like sorta another beta feature today. I don't know if you saw it, but it's basically people can respond to messages in the chat.
Oh, okay. Because I know they did the last thing was like the watch parties.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Which those things are cool. But this is like, let's say I respond, and then immediately after that, you can kind of respond right here, and it's almost like it creates a separate chat room.
Oh,
and you can respond individually to that reply.
Okay.
Which it's not bad. I think like if you're a streamer, it's good because sometimes people in the chat have conversations that aren't related to your channel. But at the same time, I don't know how you would manage that, especially if you're a really big person.
Yeah.
Like anybody that has over 100 viewers. Or at the same time, I don't know. Like, I think that's really good for channels with low viewers. I don't know how you would scale that up.
I don't know. Because like you said, the people with a lot of viewers not going to have time for that.
Yeah. Like, what would be cool? If it was like a floating... If, let's say you're watching on a stream, and on the right side you have the chat. If it was like a floating, like, reply kind of box that would come out and the rest of the conversation would take place there, that wouldn't be terrible. I would like that. Because sometimes when I'm watching like one of my streamers and they're playing specifically story-oriented games, and I'm trying to figure out how far they are or what they've done, and the chat is just like moving really fast.
Yeah.
Like I can't keep up with it. I can't tell what the hell's going on. So and sometimes someone replies to you, but the chat is moving so fast you don't see it. So it would be really cool if like you replied and then in a separate like pop-out box that would be somewhere around that same screen, you could have a conversation with that person. Oh, they've done this, and that, and then close chat whenever you're ready.
Yeah, that could be cool. Definitely.
But yeah, that was the other thing that they kind of sort of launched today. And then you said the Xbox X, the Xbox Series
S.
Yeah. Yeah, S, not X.
Not X.
So this is the cheap one.
Yeah. Yeah, the cheap
God
one. I don't know if it's like has a diskless drive or it's just the lower end Xbox. But yeah, it's leaked out because someone posted the controller packaging and it said compatible with Xbox Series X/S. So I guess they're more cheaper Xbox. If that's what you guys are looking forward to, it's available. I don't know the features of this thing, but
dude, this controller still has fucking batteries.
Yeah.
Why? Like it's 2 generations. Why? We're 2 generations removed from this.
Man, you better ask Microsoft, man.
Where the fuck? I don't get this. I don't. Why?
Honestly,
Why?
when things take batteries these days, I'm surprised. Anything that takes batteries, I'm like, why is this a thing? Even like remote controllers, why aren't they just USB rechargeable? That's just my opinion.
Like, I know why, and it's that lithium-ion batteries can explode. If you have them for too long, they can explode. That's why, hey, if you're listening and you have a Nintendo DS from back when you originally had it, or a PSP, open that shit up and take a look at your battery to make sure you don't start a fire in your house.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, it's been like 15 years since those things were out, and that's like the lifespan of those things. Like, once you get it past that, it could legitimately start a fire. Have you ever seen videos on YouTube of people's cell phones of the battery blowing up in their pants?
They had the whole thing with Samsung because they were blowing up, and I'm like, oh, you can just throw them at people, and damn, it's a whole bomb, hand grenade.
You're not wrong. It's just, and that's the problem with lithium-ion batteries is that after like a decade or so, they're very prone to blowing up. Like it's just something that happens. I get it from that point of view. I get why not everything's USB like charging, but at the same time, it's a controller. Like, you're going to be using it a lot. Anything that you use way too much, it should be rechargeable.
Yeah, I have my gripes with the fucking DualShock 4, but it is a solid controller, but it just needs more battery life. That's the only thing I don't like about it. It just needs more battery life, which supposedly they fix with the DualSense. We'll find out.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure just getting better at that light management stuff. But also, part of the reason why batteries are the way they are is that here's a quick crash course on batteries. When you make a battery, you can optimize for 3 things. You can either optimize for total life expectancy, how long the battery will last, how many times you can charge the battery, or how long the battery is going to last on a single charge.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to decide between all that, like when you make your battery, like what is this going to be for? So you can do an extremely long battery lifespan, but you're going to have short charging cycles. Or you can have long charging cycles where your battery will last longer, but the lifespan of the battery is going to be short, which is why cell phone batteries are so shitty.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're basically made so that you can charge it once during your day and it's working the whole day. But the problem with that is that within a year or two, that battery is going to turn into shit. Or you can optimize for the amount of times that you can charge your battery, and you would sacrifice the other 2. It's almost like an RPG, dude.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. The triangle system. How do you want to optimize?
But for reals, that's why batteries are the way that they are. And there's only so much, like, we've kind of perfected the battery technology. There's only so much more you can do until something new kind of comes along. I don't know what that is, and there's people smarter than me working on it, but if you're ever wondering why your cell phone battery doesn't last that long, that's why.
Yeah, well, Xbox Series X controllers still taking batteries. It is a nice controller, and they did add the share button, but come on, batteries, man. 2020.
I like the way this D-pad is looking though, because it reminds me of the Elite controller.
Yeah, like I had an Xbox One, and I really liked the controller. Like, I had the Halo edition. It was Master Chief, and then Locke. I had both of those controllers. They were super cool. I liked them a lot.
I might actually go with Xbox during next generation. I don't know, man. I also have a PlayStation credit card. I get free games because of it, so.
Oh, that's sweet.
I don't know.
I'm definitely getting a PlayStation 5, but if I have the money and it's as backwards compatible as they say, you can play like every old Xbox game, I'll definitely get one.
Yeah, I always go back and forth on it. I definitely haven't made a decision, but I think the Xbox is going to be the better one, right?
The more graphically inclined one, but not for the first year, because all the games are supposed to work for. They're Xbox being co-developed, Xbox One and Series X as well. So they're not going to be optimized just for Series X.
Okay. The next thing on the news is, I don't know if you heard of this game, If you want, just watch the trailer while I'm talking about it. But it's called Aeon Must Die. Have you heard of it?
No, what is it?
It's like a modern beat 'em up.
Mm-hmm.
It's a modern beat 'em up kind of game. It looks cool. It looks fucking really cool. I think you would probably actually like the game. I don't know if I play them because I don't actually like beat 'em ups, but stylistically, it looks rad. It'd be cool if there was a fighting game like it. I would probably play that.
Was it more like Devil May Cry or more like Streets of Rage?
More like Streets of Rage. It's like a straight up beat 'em up, but it's it looks really cool.
Okay.
I don't know how to describe it other than it looks really really cool. Um, well, anyway, this kind of sucks. They showed this game in the state of play in Sony's PlayStation conference a while back ago,
Mm-hmm.
like a week ago actually. Um, it was cool, but it turns out they fired a lot of the artists that worked on it, and the game company did not want to pay their developers, so everybody on the staff quit. So the trailer was outsourced to people that didn't work on the game, and now people working on the game for right now and the foreseeable future are not the people that made the gameplay that is shown on the trailer.
Interesting.
Yeah, and well, it's funny because it was on Sony's show, and now I bet Sony's probably pissed at that company, and that company they don't want to pay any of their employees, and they've been crunching them, and it kind of just sucks because it
Oh,
looks cool.
that sucks. I hope the game turns out well, but you know, especially in this day and age, a lot of companies have been getting called out for crunch and treating their employees like shit. So it's kind of the last thing you want to do because journalists are gonna come flying in to report on that story, and it's gonna make your company look bad.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But it just kind of sucks. It's like a bummer story where it's just like, they it looks like they worked hard on their game and it literally got stolen away from them. And as of now, from what I've read up, is that now they're potentially looking into getting lawyers to see if they can get the IP away from the developer, or if they're gonna I don't know, go back to work on the game. Like it's just, if you're not paying your employees, you are super susceptible to a lawsuit.
Yeah, and as much as I
Especially,
like cool games, I'd rather they be made like ethically.
yeah, which doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
So always if you're keeping up on the game, make sure you look at the development of it so that if you like playing Mortal Kombat, just be aware that some of those developers got PTSD from it.
Yeah, well, you can't tell
Well,
gamers that because they were just like, my sexy characters, why are you allowing violence, but you won't let me look at titties, blah, blah, blah.
yeah, what were they complaining about? That Sonya's rack was too small?
Yeah, or like the characters aren't sexy like they used to be in some of the older titles.
Yeah.
But you can have violence of chopping people's heads off. So I kind of see their point, but at the same time, it's just like, I don't give a shit. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I don't know, I'm on board. At the same time, I'm just like, people complain too much.
Yeah.
People complain way too much. Way too goddamn much.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, that was kind of it. All that I've had. I mean, for the most part, other than that, like the newest trailer for Avengers, I thought looked really cool.
Yeah, it's looking a lot better than that first war table stream they
Yeah,
had.
the second war table, I was like, oh, this looks actually really
Yeah.
really dope.
It looks a lot better. And I know they've been giving out the betas. I saw some guy like Scruffy Wolf streaming it. I popped in for a second. It's looking better.
Yeah, it's not bad. Um, but that's kind of it for news so far that we got.
Yeah. Now we just got random stuff.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't really have much more to say more on news.
Yeah, the only thing we got now is like Pokemon's taking a break from streaming because she got a bunch of
Oh yeah, that's so.
Flack, I guess.
What happened, Alice? I saw that she put up the thing on the Twitter, but honestly, I didn't look into it.
Uh, from what I gather, I think I watched some video on it on YouTube. Some guy was like, she's not taking criticism well. I think the main point was like she gets on stream and she's just like eating food and just watching people's videos and not really reacting to them. It's not very transformative, but then she calls other people out for not transforming her content and she'll like copyright claim it, which I can see that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's one of those things where, like, me personally, whenever I put a video out on YouTube or just a picture on Instagram or Twitter, like at that point, it's being made public, and anyone, even if I hate it, if somebody grabs my video and does very little edits to it, like even though I hate it, it's not illegal.
Yeah.
Like there's not much more I can do about it other than kind of like complain about it.
Mm-hmm.
And there was an art, like it's like there's artists all the time that post stuff like, you know, not you cannot download this image. It'll be like a watermark and says you can't download this image or something like that, or you can't edit it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, why would you just post that up like that?
Yeah, honestly, it makes some of those things look funnier, like the stock pictures that are on the internet.
Yep.
They're just like straight memeable at this point.
Yep. Yeah, and it's like I get it. Like for example, like I made that meme video of like the black dude and he was dancing. The guy that got really famous on TikTok for doing that dumb dance.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Yeah. That's still super vague. He did a whole dance of like RPG characters when they're waiting for their turn. He's just moving his hands all over the place and just moving left and right.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, like, you know, as much as, you know, his video, a lot of views, and then someone they rotoscoped the background. They removed the background and they put a green screen on it, and then even more people got that clip and used it in all their videos.
Yep.
Yep. And you know, it's one of those things where it's like, can that guy get money from that? No, I don't. I really don't think so.
Nope.
And but that's that's what happens when you put your stuff out on the internet. It's like that's the sacrifice. That's the equivalent exchange for exposure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. Like, to me, it just seems like she should be a little more receptive on criticism. Like, I don't really know Pokimane. I had never been in a Pokimane stream. I probably never will. But just in a general sense, I think it's good for people to be less, I guess, hypocritical, I guess. Yeah. I don't want to say it in a bad way. But if someone criticizes you on the internet, just don't. You're not. It's not like your life is over or anything. Like, you're fine.
Yeah. Today, this is a little bit off topic, but today, so back off my Janks, he's an Apex player on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
He posted he posted a tweet that was like that he was going through the lore of Apex Legends, so he was going to play Titanfall 2. And Alinity responded under it and just said, "Oh, I heard it's really good. I just started it." Which is fine. I thought it was really cool. I was like, "Oh, that's like I never expected that person to respond to this person." Especially because back on my Janks is so much smaller than her. Let alone, I didn't even know she played Titanfall.
That's nice.
Well, anyway, the first comment under that was some dude going like, "Don't you have like a cat to abuse or something like that?"
Oh god, they're still going at her over the cats.
Yeah. And it annoyed me because I actually responded to him and I was like, "Dude, like, what are you doing? You're just like spreading hate all like for literally no reason."
Yeah.
Like you're on this about the cat. Like, yeah, like, okay, this is exactly what he said. Has your cat been taken away yet, or are you also fucking the people at PETA so they don't take away your animals?
Oh Lord. Yeah,
and like
Even I heard about the rumor that she was like banging some dude on the Twitch staff. I'm like, God so damn, like too much speculation at this point. Like,
yeah,
leave
so
this poor girl alone, dude.
Dude, that's exactly what I was thinking. Well, anyway, I all I said is that she got local service to look into her cat months ago, and that like why would you come to this tweet just to be upset? Like what made you go from you were doing nothing to clicking here and going like, hey, are you fucking the people at PETA? And whatever, we got into a little debate. Then some other people jumped in, and when those people jumped in, I kind of jumped out. Mm-hmm. Anyway, except towards the end, because then he responded again, and he said, giving vodka to a cat is cat abuse in my eyes. But if they investigated it, then okay, still think Twitch could have handled it better. And then I respond to him, I said, but your eyes are not the law. Canada said it wasn't cat abuse. So either get over it, or you can petition Canada to change their animal rights institutions if you are that passionate about the subject. And then I said, could Twitch handle it any better? The answer is always yes, because Twitch is so shitty at handling stuff.
Of course.
But so can you, like the guy.
Yeah.
Because he, like, it's just, those are the Twitter comments that, like, as I've gotten older and more mature, those do bother me a little bit, because it's just like, you literally have nothing better to do.
Nope, but to troll Alinity. And I'm never been in an Alinity stream. Honestly, all these big streamers, I don't know who they are, what their streams are like. I just know their names because people talk about them a lot, which is fine. But I don't hold them on some, like, god tier pedestal. You know, they're allowed to make mistakes, and granted, what Alinity did, giving vodka to a cat, clearly wrong, right? But at the same time, every time when someone does something controversial on Twitch, when they come back, they're fucking huge. Like, they've got big people in their streams. Regardless if they're getting trolled, they're getting more subs, more followers. It's happened every single time.
Everybody likes a good comeback story.
Yeah, so I mean, controversy sells,
man. Rocky had like 7 of them, and then when he was done, he was like, "My best friend's son." Now he gets a comeback story.
Yeah, like, bro, at this point, you might as well just start fake controversies on Twitch to get big. Because I mean,
some people did do that on YouTube. Actually, their channels died when people kind of found that out. But I mean, people were definitely doing that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, like start a fake controversy just to get clicks. I mean, it happens. But yeah, I mean, I just don't get how people are so, specifically with Alinity about the cat, because the guy said that I was sipping for her and like jerking it to her.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't follow her on Twitch. I've never been to any one of her streams. Like, it's like such a wild jump in conclusions, you know?
Because that's the easy, Reddit buzzword insult to, make yourself feel better than
it reminds me a lot of like when I posted that DOA 6 screenshot of the guy being like an asshole in the Discord group, and someone said I did it for clout, and I'm just like, that's a huge jump in conclusion.
Yeah,
like that's a leap.
When I see people doing stuff for clout, is usually like taking a fake Black Lives Matter picture and putting it on Instagram and putting all the hashtags in it. I don't think
oh my gosh,
there's no like clout chasing in like DOA.
The hashtags, so many hashtags.
Yeah.
Not only, or like that one girl who was taking a picture by a construction zone and somebody was recording her.
Yeah.
And she was making it look like she was helping out.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's actual clout chasing. Yeah.
She put the hammer, was like, yep, hard day's work, baby. All right, let me hop in my Audi. Out of here, boys.
Yeah. Like that is, or the girls that go to the beach and then they just record themselves doing all these different poses in like front of everybody. Have you seen those videos before?
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah, the ones
that leads right into the next segment. Dan Blazarian, the king of Instagram, the number one clout chaser in the world, exposed.
Oh, how is he exposed? I mean, he has already said multiple times that all he does is strictly just put out an image so that he can get money off that image.
Oh, I didn't know how is he exposed? That. But they said he was saying that he got all of his money from like from like playing poker, right? Because I've definitely heard that story before.
He definitely was a I don't know if he was a professional poker player or if he was really good, but he's definitely made money off of playing poker.
That's what people said, that he made his fortune solely off of poker, or at least most of it off of poker.
Yeah.
But the truth is, he got like an inheritance from his dad. He got a trust fund.
That's funny.
Yeah, and then he started his own little company, and they were selling like vodka and like vape pens and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, once he built his image, he was selling a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, but he also took all the investor money from that and was using that to fund his lifestyle, to try and like boost the company, right? But then he ran out of, he's like running out of money now. So like everything was just rented. All the models, the guns, the cars, all that shit, the houses, all of it rented.
Yeah, I do know that he rented. I know he paid models to be with him. I know he rented some cars and some houses.
Yep.
He also has like he had an interview with Joe Rogan a long time ago where they talk about some of this stuff.
Yeah, and they showed, that was one of the clips they showed, was when he was talking to Joe Rogan.
Oh.
And he was like, "Yup, I made most of it playing poker."
Yeah. I know he's definitely agreed to stuff, because some models they've I know, because I think I followed one, but they definitely say on Twitter, like, every now and then they get hate because, you know, models will only post like some like I don't know, like seductive looking images or whatever. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Sexy looking images.
Bait?
Huh?
Like bait?
Not bait, but like just like scantily clad looking images.
Yeah, I mean, that's Instagram 101, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then like some of them will get hate, like, oh, this is the only thing you post or whatever. You would have nothing if it wasn't for like Dan. And then usually they would post like a Dan, like appreciation post, like, oh, well, if it wasn't for him, like getting me to come out, then I wouldn't have the following that I am. And I get that. It is kind of funny seeing people kind of realize how much of his stuff is like not genuine.
Yeah, which is like all of it.
Yeah, but I mean that's, I mean I've known about some of that for a while, but it's just like I thought that was like expected.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was until I think he was down in Australia and he kicked some girl in the face, and he had a lawsuit, I think, or something. And one of my coworkers was like, "Yo, you heard this man, Dan Bilzerian?" And he showed me his Instagram and his whole lifestyle thing. I'm like, wow, that's kind of impressive. I'm like, he made a lot of money, I think, but shit, that's out of my like lifestyle. I mostly hang with people who are like my same bum ass lifestyle, who just enjoy being bum ass people, you know.
His whole thing is basically like being like the ultimate alpha male.
Yeah, and then you find out that he was just faking it the entire time.
I mean, it makes sense though, because it's like, how do you have that kind of lifestyle from nothing?
Yes,
like without building an actual company, without, I don't know, being some kind of stockbroker. Like, what do you do? I mean, and I know that he made a lot of his money gambling. That's true. But I mean, if you win only once in a year, like a big payout in gambling, that's like one paycheck. How do you do that consistently?
Hey,
it's gambling. Like, the definition of it is literally rolling the dice.
It just amazes me because with all those followers he got, and he never like sought to monetize his Instagram, because I know a lot of people make a lot of money off of Instagram, and it's like you never got sponsored or did anything.
He monetized some stuff and he sponsored other people, but I guess he just didn't do it enough. Like, his company, I believe, is Ignite.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, he's done some stuff. Maybe it just wasn't enough to keep up with the kind of lifestyle he was portraying.
Yeah, I would imagine if he had looked into getting some sponsors for himself, he would have been fine. But just spend it all on bullshit.
Yeah, it's you know, that's what I always tell people, that like who you see online is only what people want you to see. You don't see like the person themselves.
Yeah. That's why at least when I go on Instagram, I try and keep it like just me being Rich Matic, like the same bullcrap person, no bigger than life persona. You know, what you see is what you get. I live in Maryland. I'm not a millionaire. I don't do awesome, cool shit every single day. Like my grandpa was a freaking tobacco farmer. Okay, so There you go. I stream DOA 6.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. That one's interesting because I remember in that Joe Rogan interview, like he said, like, oh well, I want to say I saw a video before that too, where he's been very open about like this is the image I want to portray, and this is what I've done so far to portray it. I don't know how honest he was about that, but I just don't know who's looking at his stuff going like, there is 100% a straightforward route to this.
Motherfuckers on Instagram, that's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
And even though it's like the fakest fucking app ever, because as you see, you know, people go on vacation one time and they'll take 50 pictures and they space them out over like the course of a year, making it look like they vacation every day when you fucking don't. Like, it's the biggest bullshit app that out there right now. So
have you seen what's it called? Have you seen that subreddit Instagram Reality?
No, but it sounds pretty interesting. I'm guessing it's like the real picture of Instagram and then the Photoshop picture.
Sorta. So if they can't get a real picture, what they'll do is that they'll post like exactly where the edits are on the picture, and it's it's cool. Like if you ever want to feel better about your body, definitely check them out. It's a subreddit. It's a really cool subreddit. I like it. I'm actually banned from it, unfortunately. But it's cool. Like just be careful with your comments, like, because I got banned because there was a picture of somebody, and I think if I remember correctly, what I want to say it was a lady that she got lost in Mexico after she went to a bar, and she was lost for like 2 days, and they found her 2 days later. And the reason they found her 2 days later was because she had so many filters on her Facebook image that what she looked like in real life, the police couldn't identify.
Dang.
So they had a picture of the story and a picture of her Facebook and what she actually looked like. And I think I commented something like, oh man, it looks like she hit like every tree branch on the way down when she fell out of the ugly tree or something like that. Like I thought I was making a joke, just like everybody in the comment section was making a joke.
Yeah, that's kind of PG.
But the Instagram, it's the subreddit itself is not PG.
I was gonna say,
but yeah, one of the moderators saw it, and I got perma banned. Which is unfortunate. Yeah, because it's like I mean I can look at stuff, but I can't comment on things.
Jeez,
which is kind of annoying. I don't even know if my upvote works. Yeah, okay, it does. Yeah, but it's it's funny. Like I'm gonna post an image of this right here in your in the Discord thing. How do I go to chat on this? How do I remove my screen? God damn it! I hate using these apps.
Oh yeah, there's one more thing we definitely didn't talk about.
What is it?
TikTok is getting banned.
Oh yeah, well, sorta, maybe, I don't know. Okay, so I posted an image in Discord where we're chatting. This chick right here. If you look at the bench on the right side, if you look at the line of the bench, you can see how it just randomly curves down right by her ass.
Yeah, definitely see that.
Yeah. So they post a lot of stuff like that where they highlight like where a person clearly did Photoshop. And they tend to do these a lot on Instagram. But yeah, so TikTok. Yeah, there's talks that Microsoft may be potentially buy the American side of TikTok.
Yeah, that's what Trump wants to happen. I don't know if that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because Trump also said that a percentage of what they agreed to, a percentage of the revenue that they make is supposed to go to the Treasury, which makes no goddamn sense.
What the? Okay. All right.
It's just it's such a branch specific thing. It's just like that's kind of weird. Well, anyway, but yeah, but because TikTok is being banned, Instagram also started something called Instagram Reels.
Oh shit!
Which is a TikTok competitor. which I'm actually gonna check out and probably put a video on there at some point just so I can see how it is.
Mm-hmm.
But it's pretty much just like TikTok, just not as feature filled right now.
So if TikTok gets banned, do you think it's going to be like when Vine got banned and all the Viners just moved to Instagram and then
Oh
YouTube?
yeah, of course. Of course. I mean, these people, if you have a following, you have to adapt to whatever the trends are.
Yeah.
I mean, it's part of the reason why I made a TikTok. I was like, oh, let me put my videos on TikTok, and or some of them, or some edited version of them.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I don't do that more often is because I don't like it when I have to get one video and make it a couple of different resolutions. So, like, Twitter requires a specific resolution and or bit rate. TikTok requires that it be 9:16 instead of 16:9. YouTube requires that it's 16:9. At least if you want like something good on it. Facebook wants it a square. It wants a square resolution. Like it's frustrating if you're ever trying to make videos because it's like if you're doing it all by yourself, it's hard, very difficult to reach all of these little areas.
Yeah. I think.
But yeah, they're gonna move somewhere.
Yeah, I think right after they were in talks of when Trump was in talks of banning it, I think I read somewhere that it's called the Hype House or something, the one with all the TikTok stars. They're supposed to have like a reality show coming. I don't know if it's going to be on YouTube or if it's on like regular cable television or something. But yeah, apparently there's going to be a reality show of a TikTok house.
Yeah, I mean with Vine, like what's his name? The guy that made Stream Beats. He has a YouTube channel called Alpha Gaming. He used to be a Vine star.
Interesting.
And then when Vine shut down, he did videos on Facebook and then eventually YouTube. And now he's doing streaming. And then he created a company which allows streamers to use non-DMCA music in their streams.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, that's what Stream Beats is. So, I mean, they'll adapt. I mean, the people that won't adapt, those are the people that tend to have, like, the hardest problems.
Yeah.
Like, or maybe they're just not capable of it. Like, not to make fun of somebody while they're down, but do you remember that chick, Tila Tequila?
Yes.
Okay, so she was probably one of the first viral influencers ever.
Yeah.
Her claim to fame was MySpace.
Yeah, I remember when she had her little dating show.
Then she was so popular on MySpace that freaking MTV decided to give her a dating show.
Mm-hmm.
Now, she when Facebook was coming around, she didn't know how to move over correctly, so she stayed on MySpace, and she had her show, and then after that was it. Damn. And you don't hear anything from her again. Do you know what she's doing now?
Guessing based on what she looks like, porn.
No. Arguably it's worse. She is a Nazi sympathizer.
Oh shit! That
she went full not like I think there's a. You'd have to read up on this. This is it gets kind of crazy, but she went off the rails.
Isn't she Vietnamese?
Dude, she is. She also believes in Nazis.
I'm not even gonna ask how that works, but okay.
Yeah, in 2013 she put a really weird analysis of World War II.
Oh,
then she had her Twitter
Christ.
account. Yeah. Like, okay, this is what she texted to Ben Shapiro. You know how she tweeted to Ben Shapiro. You know how Ben Shapiro is a Jew?
Yeah.
So in 2016, she said, "Excuse me, at Ben Shapiro, my counsel believes you should be gassed and sent back to Israel. But since I'm the bigger man, I won't hurt you."
Okay, Tila Tequila, you are wilding out.
Yeah, it's don't do drugs, man.
Yeah, big time. Big time.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, these people that are popular, they gotta. I mean, look at all the celebrities that are on YouTube and are on YouTube now. Like, look at the Daily Show.
Yeah, Daily Show.
Do you see the Daily Show?
Jack Black, even T.I. has like a talk show now, and Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I mean, they're not getting any work, so they may as well make their own work.
Yeah,
and it probably works out for them. Like I like watching the Daily Show a lot. I preferred watching it when Jon Stewart was on, but I also like Trevor Noah, and I like the fact that since all this COVID stuff's going on, they post more full episodes on YouTube now.
Yeah, sweet.
Because people are watching it, and it makes no sense to stay up until 11 o'clock at night to watch the Daily Show on Comedy Central. Because I don't fucking know why they would put it on that late at night.
Dang. Well, you got anything else?
No, that's it. Daily Show's a cool show. I like it. Shout out to the Daily Show.
Hell yeah. Now that Ellen's getting canceled, we'll see who pops up in her spot.
Yeah. Oh, also, if you want a fun read, just go down the rabbit hole that is Tila Tequila, and you'll see some weird stuff.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested.
Not adult stuff, but just like you'll see the spiral downward.
Yikes!
It's wild. It reminds me a lot of Britney Spears, but just not as glamorous. Because Britney Spears, she has a whole bunch of issues. Her dad and her lawyer, or no, her dad I think now is the only one in charge of her estate. Oh. And she sings in Las Vegas mostly, but she's also clearly she's not well. I mean, who's another one that's like this? Kanye West.
Yeah.
Kanye West is also clearly not good.
I remember when people liked Kanye for his music. Now I feel like a boomer because it's like that's not the same Kanye we have now.
No, dude, I really think. Because, for anyone that knows me personally, my brother and a couple family members I have, severely mentally ill. And Kanye, he legit looks like someone that he may have undiagnosed bipolar.
It's very possible.
And I watched, somebody recommended me, I was watching a psychological analysis of him. In the comment section, people kept talking about this interview that he did with Ellen DeGeneres. So I went to go watch it. It's like a 7-minute interview. Really recommend it because it's very kind of eye-opening into his personality. And he looks like on that show he's having a manic episode, and then they cut to break. And it just sounds very similar to what I've seen like some of my family members kind of go through, where they'll have a regular conversation, and then halfway through the conversation, all of a sudden they start bringing up all this old historical stuff that doesn't really have much to do with the conversation. And then things that are supposed to be impactful in whatever point they're trying to make, but their point is getting lost in this like sea of words. So then it just comes across as like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Dude, okay, last thing. Remember on Kanye? Oh, I don't know if you remember this because we're probably teenagers when this happened, but Hurricane Katrina, George Bush. There was an interview where Kanye was with the guy that played Shrek.
Oh, yeah, Mike Myers.
Yeah. And in that interview, they're interviewing Mike Myers and Kanye. And then right before the interview ends, Kanye says, "Oh, by the way, George Bush hates black people."
Yeah, I remember that.
And then you see Mike Myers' face. If you go back and watch the video and look at his face, he just goes like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, he looks at Kanye, then he looks at the camera. He's like, "Oh shit!" He's like, "Uh-oh."
Oh gosh. Oh yeah, it's wild. But yeah, if you, where can people follow you if they want to follow you, Rich?
Oh yeah, twitch.tv/YoIt'sRichMedic, Twitter/YoIt'sRichMedic, and yeah, there you go.
Cool. You can follow my Twitch at iHeartGaming. My YouTube channel is also iHeartGaming. Also, I'm gonna be doing this thing where if I stream like a story-based game, if I can save the clips I'm gonna upload them to the side channel, which I've had for a while. I used to upload my old stream clips to it, not stream clips, but like full long streams. And then I stopped doing it because I was like, "This isn't worth it. Nobody watches this stuff."
Yeah.
But it's called iHeart Gaming Plus. I'm gonna be uploading my my playthrough of Bug Fables for the most part.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, we outie.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace and love.